We're here at Gilcrease Orchard in the northwest part of the valley, where you can pick your own fresh produce. Come along with us and we're gonna show you everything they have to offer for the whole family.
Toto, I've got a feeling we're not in Vegas anymore. Or however that line went.
They said it won't hurt me, but it's a big bug.
But actually, we are in Vegas. I may be wearing overalls, but I for sure was out of my element. 60 acres is a lot of ground to cover on foot, and we could have spent hours wandering the property by ourselves. Instead, we had our own tour guide, Leticia, to show us around the orchard and educate us on what was what. First stop for us.
Ooh, there's peaches on those trees.
I had never picked fruit off the tree and eaten it before, but there was a first time for everything.
But honestly, it is right off. Best peaches in the world.
That was a high bar to set, and Leticia showed me how to pick the perfect peach.
Oh, it came right off.
Yeah, it's ready to go.
Should I like rinse? Should I just?
We don't spray. Do not spray our trees.
Okay.
Insecticide at all.
Of course, I knew the fruit was going to be good, but I didn't expect to have this reaction to it.
Oh my God. That's so good.
I fully regret not grabbing something to carry more in.
That was the best peach I have ever had, that's for sure. This is the difference between this and like a store-bought peach. Like, it's just insane.
At this point, you might be thinking, all this in the desert? It might seem kinda crazy, but it's actually a common misconception that crops can't grow in the desert. Not only does Gilcrease want to show people that it's possible, but also that it can be done at home too. But how did all this get here? The desert still seems like an unlikely place. It all started with two brothers' dream. Ted and Bill Gilcrease wanted to create a place where their families could come and get a taste of the farm life the brothers grew up with. Ted and Bill's parents moved them there in the 1920s to start a farm. Over the years, they raised chickens and turkeys and sold to the townsfolk and military base. They grew alfalfa and other crops and at one point owned 1,500 acres. In 1977, they turned it into an orchard. Fast forward to today, it remains a Las Vegas staple. Every season is different at the orchard. Things can even change week to week depending on the crop's yield, what's ripe, and what the orchard happens to be growing that season. On our visit, we happened to see some zucchini, cucumbers, and squash. In the spring, there's apricots and carrots. In the summer, there's peaches, and in the fall, there's apples, pomegranates, and of course, pumpkins.
Ah, those are beautiful. The white pumpkins.
At the time we came, the pumpkins weren't quite ready for picking just yet, but we got to see a special treat.
Oh, it's a big orange pumpkin.
Perhaps the orchard might be most known for their busy fall season where you can pick these pumpkins straight off the vine. During their fall harvest festival, the kids can have fun taking part in hay wagon rides and finding their way through the hay and corn mazes. And of course, you can try their famous homemade apple cider juice and donuts. Other things to see are their chicken coop, desert tortoise habitat, and a bee exhibit where the farm creates their own fresh honey from. While this is a super fun place to come visit, Gilcrease's main goal is to educate both the public and children about where their food comes from. They even host field trips and lots of fun activities for the kids. To cap things off on our visit, of course, I had to take advantage of the many photo ops out here for the gram. It's definitely a great spot to come on an outing with your friends, family, or significant other and take plenty of photos together. If you do come out here, the advice Mark Rubin, the director of the orchard, gave us is to put on sunscreen, bring water, and wear good shoes and a hat. The orchard is open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. During the fall harvest, they also open on Sundays and the hours extend to 2 p.m. to keep up with the extreme popular seasonal demands. If you think you may be as clueless as we would have been getting around, they do have an app that shows you exactly where in the orchard the ready-to-pick produce is. Though the Gilcrease brothers aren't here anymore, the orchard remains what they envisioned it to be. They wanted their legacy to be remembered by people continuing to visit and enjoy the orchard. As Bill Gilcrease once said, "We built the orchard with the intention it would be around for a very long time, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon."
It's really the only farm of any size in town. And so if you want to get out in nature and see where your food comes from, this is it.
For more things to do in Las Vegas with the whole family, check out these videos. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go back in there and pick some more fruit.